Hi everyone, LazyFire here, and welcome back to Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Today we're going to be using Farid, and we're going to be going to Yemen. So, we decided as a thread to be using the Scar H, which this is actually my choice of weapon for this mission. We're going to gold it, why not? And we're going to be picking on the target, or putting on the target finder, which you can see takes off all other optics. When you're making classes, remember this. If you have an underbarrel attachment like a foregrip, you can't also have a grenade launcher and so on. But we're also going to be taking an extended mags and a grenade launcher. So, that's our first weapon. Our second weapon we're going to keep standard, except we're going to put on a long barrel and an extended clip. And these are going to be very helpful weapons. We're going to take off our grenade launcher, put on a combat axe and a shock charge. Shock charge is an interesting little thing. I'm going to show that off pretty early on in the level. We're also going to be taking FMJ and Quick Draw with us, and that will help with the target finder, especially. So, with our loadout all set up, we're going to start the level. I'll see you on the other side of this cutscene.
Did you do it?
I'm in.
Fucking ace, isn't it?
You don't understand. Right before I quit Tacitus, I created a Solarium worm, which could decrypt anything. Quantum shit don't crack this easy. Even for me.
Menendez's network. All the country's getting fucked with a new Cold War. Wait a minute. New York? DC, the Pentagon? Shanghai, Beijing? Hong Kong? Menendez is gonna attack America and China, taking out both superpowers at the same time. Huh. All those files have the same prefix, 61961. 619. Oh my God, June 19th. That's tomorrow.
Junio 19. Freedom Day. The abolition of slavery.
Son of a bitch. Give me breaks, Admiral. This cyber attack is 619 tomorrow.
We have to move on Yemen
No,
right
no,
away. No, you have to go in there, capture Menendez for interrogation. You contact Farid and the Yemeni militia. We need their help.
Admiral, it's a trap. Menendez has been playing us the whole time. If we move on Yemen, that's exactly what he wants us to do.
And you get your team together. You got 2 hours.
Internal comm link established.
I copy, Harper.
Our Blue Force tracking is down. We can't ID you as friendly. So no matter what happens out there when the bullets start flying, you cannot blow your cover. Just stay cool. We'll get you through this. We're almost ready.
We are ready.
Yes.
The Americans are coming, Farid. There's a traitor in our midst.
But how? Who?
It matters not. I am one step ahead of him. Come, Farid. It is time. We will regroup at the citadel.
Okay, and with that, we're off.
Menendez is gone. He left as soon as the shooting started. Menendez knows. I'm sure of it.
You can't be sure of that. I mean, if he knew, you'd be dead already.
He told me to meet him at the citadel.
We can't give him a chance to dig in. Move through the city and re-establish contact. Farid, head south through the market. Good luck.
Alright, you'll notice that the SCAR target finder is not targeting your normal, or well, the dragon fires that we've seen so far. Now, part of the reason I decided I wanted the target finder on this thing is because I am terrible in this mission about shooting my own guys. I almost always do it. Oh, and as Jetpack Jesus pointed out in the thread, this is what intel looks like in this game. Let's open up this access kit area here. Actually, you don't even need the access kit, I don't think, for this.
I secured an optical camo suit.
Good. The less attention.
This is a godsend for later on in the level. Now, things like the Dragonfire sometimes do notice you no matter what. Now, here we're going to be fighting Yemeni soldiers. And it's worth noting in this... ooh, let's get inside. It's worth noting that this game took us to Pakistan and Yemen already. Now, if you're at all familiar with modern politics and things like the drone war and all that stuff, you'll notice a couple references, really, to that entire situation. The fact that we're in Pakistan with a drone down, all this stuff. The fact that the ship that you're on in the game, wow, I'm terrible with the B-23R, is called the Obama, which is kind of weird because the Navy usually names its aircraft carriers after presidents who were in the Navy, such as Gerald Ford, John F. Kennedy, and so on. Although the Abraham Lincoln does exist, and so does the Eisenhower. However, you know, there are a lot of... Ooh, well, I should have known that was going to happen. Anyways, before I was interrupted by the car exploding in my face, I was pointing out that this game does have a few more overt references to the drone war, or the current drone situation and usage in warfare the United States is engaging in. It's an interesting little thing. Call of Duty games generally stick away from doing anything like that.
Engage only if you have no other choice.
There are a number of things to open in this level. Of course, we need a sword. It's pretty much the same sword model as the Alex Mason sword. And unlike what you saw there a moment ago, you do not actually have to reactivate camo, and you didn't lose it there, even though Farid's hands were completely naked. So, this is a pretty fun little mission, for the most part. It's also, at times, really difficult. This is one of those missions where you really want an optical sight of some nature on your guns. Just because you have so many long-distance engagements with enemies that look like they should be on your side. So having something that can identify them, like the target finder, is definitely useful. In this mission, I really did want to show off the SCAR at some point. It's just such a fun gun for me to use that I really wanted to point it out. And it's partially because it's such a... It's really a monster gun.
Egghead, listen to me. You stay strong.
Anyways,
my friend, and I promise
here we go.
I'll get you through.
Harper is going to be talking to us a lot in this mission. He's basically our support on this one. Anyways, the SCAR is really an interesting weapon. It's been in most of the modern so-called Call of Duty games, and because of that, it's had a few different iterations. I thought the Modern Warfare 3 SCAR was a little better than the Modern Warfare 2 SCAR, maybe only because it had more ammo and did about the same level of damage. But the Call of Duty Black Ops 2 SCAR is kind of one of those hidden great weapons in the game. I really do enjoy it. Alright, let's pop this last one out of the sky. Usually there's some Yemeni guys. I completely forgot to use shock charges so far. Or the grenade launcher. Don't worry, we have plenty of level left. Let's show off a shock charge, actually. Well, maybe if the guy would stand there. You know what? Nope. Oh well. Let's grenade launch this guy out of there. You can see the shock charge sticks into the ground, unlike the other weapons in the game. It doesn't explode at random or anything like that. It needs somebody to activate it by walking over it. It's sort of like a throwable claymore in that regard. Alright. Let's pop out those two guys. Yeah, the target finder does make this a lot easier. Holy crap, I forgot that was an exploding barrel I was standing next to.
Headed for the citadel.
And you can see those are just... Those are weapons I
The
have.
west gate leads to a mountain path on the outskirts.
Get there. We'll regroup when our VTOLs are in the AO.
Okay, this section is the one that generally gives me a lot of trouble. And it's part of the reason why I want this target finder. There is a lot of dust being kicked up through this entire section here. And these things, ASDs. Because we definitely need more of those in this game. And because of the way their AI works when they're in danger, they will come right at you and explode and hurt you and possibly kill you. Which isn't super enjoyable, believe it or not. Alright, shock charge. Come on, there we go. You can see this guy over here got hit. And now he's been hit. For real. Alright, the B-23R is, as I called it, the RoboCop gun. We took it with a long barrel and extended mags, which means it's got 21 shots per magazine now. And that means that it fires, 7 times before you need to reload, because it's a 3-round burst. I never come this way. Oh, I see why I never come this way. Fuck you guys. Okay. Well, that RPG would have been useful. Oh, fuck me, of course not. Grenade launcher didn't activate. There we go. So let's just blow up some cars and get out of here easy. Huh? Alright. I'm actually out of all throwables. Fuck. Not a huge deal because I still have... Hi. I still have all my ammos. Luckily, in this game, they do keep you pretty well stocked at the start, unless you're using a pistol, as we saw last mission. Alright. Let's step down here. We're almost done with this pretty long section of the level. No, that's dead already. Great. After this, it gets a little shorter.
Negative!
Damn it, man. He must have slipped through the Yemeni lines.
So now I have enough B-23R ammo to fucking take out all of New Detroit. So let's do that shit. Oh, and if you're wondering about that, yes, you can kill a drone with a tomahawk. I wouldn't suggest trying to do it because it does take a lot of ammo. Now let's watch this up close. I missed. So that's actually that's my guys. Oops. Huh. Alright. And this is just the next section of the level.
Farid! American blood on your hands, Farid.
Of course, Menendez. We must get you to safety. We have lost too many men.
Victory is not measured by losses.
Farid, are you still with me? We're hit! We're going down!
It's measured by gains.
Damn it! Ah, fuck!
Here! No! Oh, man! You knew that I would be here. Who betrayed me? You're wasting your time, you fucking bastard, you! You won't get shit from me! Guys! Come on! Is that all you got? Huh? Farid! Kill it. Yeah, that's it! Kill me, egghead! And you! You spineless piece of shit! Getting others to do your dirty work! What kind of man are you? Huh? Show your loyalty by following my orders, Farid. Do it! I can't. Do the job. Now, Farid! Do it!
Alright, everyone, you chose to keep our cover.
Got the stones to fucking shoot me!
And so we do. Yes, no matter how long you wait, that dropship or VTOL does not show up till after you kill Harbor. So you can't delay it until that happens. Sorry about that.
Farid.
Section.
Harper's dead.
You had no choice.
Menendez is heading for the citadel overlooking the town.
Salazar, arrange for medevac extraction back to the Obama.
Come on. Let's go.
Salazar on primary SAT. Multiple Eagles down. Request immediate medevac. LC Sparrow.
Kraken, I need to assume OPCON of the drone fleet in support of capture of Menendez.
Sending codes to your display. Drones retasked to your objective.
Drone targeting control. Manual override engaged. HUD relay systems enacted.
Yeah, now speaking to the just basic interchangeability of Call of Duty protagonists, yeah, you get all of Farid's weapons, all his pickups, everything. So if you didn't get the sword, you wouldn't have the sword here. Well, I mean, there's not really a lot of ways you could do this. You saw Mason did not have my loadout when he showed up here. So it's not like they were going to stick me with the MP7 or anything like that, like he had. So, I mean, it makes some sense in a... Oh, let's just stab this fellow. It makes some sense in a way that we'd have that happen. Hello, no thanks. I'm going to leave now. Holy crap. I think we just took a lot more ammo into the face than we should be able to. Jeez, that turret, man. Alright, let's try to target again. Hopefully that does it. Now, the easiest way to do this is to actually go around it, but... Yeah, I wanted to show off the drones a little bit. I will probably not be using them a ton. Alright, let's use them again. Fuck it. Good job. Now you can see that sometimes the target finder does take a couple seconds to identify enemies. It's not a huge... It's not a bad thing. Ooh. Thank you.
I need updates on Menendez's location.
So, the idea here is to just keep getting higher ground. The better you are in that advantage, the better off you are in general. Okay, fine, just don't take it. That's... Fuck, every time.
We need him alive.
Fine, fuck you too. God damn it. I miss everything I try at here. Okay, sorry, I'm without tomahawks right now, so... Alright, let's show off a shock charge again in the open. As you can see, my guys get hurt by it too. Not a big deal, though. They're totally fine. Salazar, as you would expect, has the plot armor of any door opener character. And now that he's our only one, besides Crosby, who we have not seen in several missions now, we gotta keep him relatively safe. Unlike, it seems kind of weird to say, but when I played Battlefield 3, there was a really bad bug in the first mission that I'd never experienced before, where my guy, one of my door opener characters, one needed for the next cutscene, died. One of those things that I didn't think was actually possible. And I would watch that same guy take about 50 rounds to the head throughout the rest of the game with no issue. But in one situation, they just found a way for him to die. And say what you want about the companion or whatever system in this game or any other Call of Duty game, but that shit doesn't happen here.
We're chopping you a containment team to support. It will fast rope insert and link up at the bridge.
Understood.
I don't want to be outside too long here, but I do want these. Alright, now, whoop. Luckily for me, I catch these guys unaware. Nope, missed. Come on! Man, I suck with these things. They have a weird trajectory in this game versus the previous game they appeared in, the other Call of Duty Black Ops game. They seem to drop much faster, almost immediately, actually. And right now we're dealing with enemy drones. I also thought that the target finder would help me spot them easier, because they are going to be a reality for a little while we have drones ourselves. Alright, let's keep our guys alive. Now you can see, this is also helpful because there are a number of snipers on the other side, and guys who will get up on ledges and such and start shooting at me. So it's a good idea to have this target finder because it does identify them from a pretty good distance. Alright, let's switch over to this side. And once again, I would not be able to see that rocket guy if I didn't have the target finder. Not until he fired anyways. So really, the target finder is the smart choice for this level. next mission we'll get back to doing stupid shit like flying around with 2 sniper rifles or whatever. You know, like I said, like I keep saying, it's your guys' calls on these things. Alright, and that rocket launcher can be fucking deadly on this this path here. Let's pop that guy. And yeah, even though that stone wall looks pretty thick, you can still take that guy right out of it. Alright, let's get up here. We're getting really close to the end of the level. Oh, you got over here fast. You can't go that way. I thought you could. Okay. Alright. So this is kind of the final act of this level. Holy fuck. Nope. Jesus. You'd think that one of these would hit, right?
5-man team to cover your movement to HVT.
Alright, all we have to do is work our way to that VTOL up there, which overall isn't too difficult, except for that section coming up. But we've got tools for this. Jump shot. Anyways, yeah, you can pick up your shock charges, so if you throw one and you want to get it back, it's totally feasible. But I have a lot more fun doing that with them. In multiplayer, they're very annoying. They can be pretty much anywhere. If you have the right perks, you can either see them, or they won't go off as quick, or anything like that. But we're essentially done here. So, with this, I will see you guys next time. Remember to vote on the next loadout. And there are still some choices left to make, so vote on those if you haven't already. I'll see you guys next time.
Secure him!
Thank you, David. Help me seek a newer world.